Hey beauties! So today we are going to use the Splurge cream eyeshadows. I'm going to use Victorious as a base, and then we are going to use Magnificent, which is a matte black, as kind of like a gel eyeliner, and I'm going to show you guys how Pixi Woo, and if you don't follow them, I will link Sam Chapman's video above. She's the one who showed me the best way that I've found so far to do hooded eye winged liner that actually works. She's awesome. So I'm gonna use her technique, and I'm just gonna use Younique products. So this is not my original idea, it is hers. So I will link her video above because she's awesome, and in the description box. And we are going to recreate that. Watched like hours worth of videos trying to help me with my hooded eye, and every time I try to make winged liner, I end up with it like looking like a Nike swoop, or it just kind of disappears. So her method is pretty foolproof, regardless of like why you have hooded eyes, whether you were born with them or it's an aged, like how you've aged, or how, like what degree your eyes are hooded. This will work regardless. So that is what we're gonna do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is prime my eyes. I'm gonna use the Victorious Matte Splurge. So any eye primer that you, whatever you prefer, that is like your skin tone. And for hooded eyes, it's really important to prime your eyes because your eyeshadow or eyeliner can sometimes transfer because your lid, you know, sort of touches, and you can end up with like a double, you know, eyeliner line or something like that, and that's just no good. And I'm going to set that with the Mineral Touch Powder Foundation in Organza, and I'm just gonna put that right over there to get a stiff angled brush. So you have quite a few options. There is the MAC 266, because you want it to be angled, and you want it to be thin, and you want it to be stiffer bristles. And then I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is 18. It's completely rubbed off. So I will find a link, and I will link both of these below because these are great examples. So we're gonna start off with a matte black eyeshadow to create the shape of the wing that we want to create. Palette 2, Peppy, is just a dark matte black. Oh, and I just put it on my shirt and my boob. All right, okay, so let's dip in there. Okay, and what you do is you just follow your lower lash line if it were to just keep going. Just kind of sort of stamping on where it would go. So you can already see how mine kind of like cuts off. Okay, and I am making sure that you're looking straight on. So I am also like lifting up my brows so that I can, you know, make sure this line is straight, and then make sure that it doesn't have any like white gaps in it. Okay, so our options are to either continue with the eyeshadow to get the exact shape that we want, or to go in with the gel liner or whatever type of liner we're going to be using. So if you're not too sure how you're going to be with the liner, then your best bet is to stick with the eyeshadow. And remember that when your eyes are open, you're not going to see all of this, so it is going to end up being a thicker one. So I'm going to continue with the shadow. Okay, and I'm going to start off kind of small with just, you know, a general line on my upper lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to start to bring this in. And again, I'm going, you know, this is going to be big. And that's okay, because we're not going to see the majority of it. So again, this is eyeshadow, so it's not, you know, as opaque and, you know, perfect as as I want it to be. Okay, so see how this is how a regular cat eye would go, but because of my hood, I end up missing the majority of the cat eye, and then I end up with a swoop. So now what I'm gonna do is fill it in with the eyeshadow. So looking straight ahead, I'm going to bring that line over. So that I am getting, when my eyes are open, the actual wing shape. Okay, and this is all just with the black eyeshadow. So see how it looks with my eye closed? But with my eye open, I actually get the full effect of a wing. Okay. So here are our options. So now that we have created this, we can simply go over this with the gel liner, or in our case, the Splurge and Magnificent, and just kind of like sort of how this is kind of like just dust it off, like have it sort of taper in and kind of disappear, okay? Or you can make this more precise and kind of bring it down in a curve shape and then match it back up and completely color it in. Okay, but the moral of the story is that when I look straight, I actually manage to have wing liner with my hooded eyes, as opposed to normal when I end up with, you know, this kind of, I don't know, swoop looking shape. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this in now with Magnificent and my angle brush. Now I remember why I didn't do concealer. I make a mess. I'm just coloring it in. And again, it's in your best interest to have something that is easy to clean up if you make mistakes, because if you're normal, you probably will. And also something that's waterproof, or at least pretty smudge proof, so that it doesn't transfer or, you know, cause you any additional, you know, difficulties. And I think it looks, always making a mess. So I will take, I have, this is the Deluxe Brush with nothing on it. Okay, and then I can take some of the Peppy, the black matte eyeliner. And just put that on top. And then just kind of blend it out so that it's a little bit more subtle. Oh, look at that. We have a cat eye, which is so impossible to do. All right. Okay, let me do the other eye. So this time. Okay, so, Jesus, God. Dude, if anything happens while you're doing winged liner, you're done. You are just done for. If you get a phone call, a text, your cat like jumps for some reason, it's not the time for anything drastic to happen. It's a very sensitive time. All right, okay. Okay, so I'm going right in with the Splurge, and I'm going to line my eye. So I always start off very thin on the inner corner. Just kind of slowly thicken it up. And then, now that I'm gonna make it a wing, make sure I fill all that area in by my lash line so that there aren't any like skin colored gaps there. Then retrace my line and then bring it in as if I didn't have a hooded eye. Okay. So look straight ahead and fill it in. Okay, so I wasn't able to talk through that part, so I'm just going to explain now. So I was just evening it out, blending out the magnificent Splurge with that Deluxe brush. I'm obviously very excited because it works and it looks cute. So just trying to even the eyes out as best I could and blend out that edge as much as possible. And then adding, and then here I am just sort of sharpening it up again with that angled brush, and now I'm going to concealer, which is awesome, and this really just sort of polishes it and kind of like sharpens your edge, and of course I always put concealer on my nose because I feel like it's really reddish. I hate that. Sean was disrupting our beauty time, so you should yell at him if you see him. Then you got to curl your lashes, particularly if you are a hooded-eyed gal. It's really important to curl your lashes. And then add mascara, in my case, gel fiber gel, a couple times. Or if you are a false lash type of gal, now's the time to do it. So a couple coats of that. And here's our finished product. Thank you guys so much for watching.